Hi folks, welcome back. Myself, I work in Juniper Networks. So today's video is in continuation of where we left last time. We have already seen how to configure certificates on Mist Assurance and also how to install certificate Windows client device. So in today's video, what we are going to do is we will be leveraging the IDP for TLS, and we'll see a successful scenario when the user exists in IDP and a failure scenario when user doesn't exist in IDP. So coming back to the Mist dashboard, we have already certificates in place. We have seen the certificate stuff in last video. For now, what I did is I have already integrated Microsoft Azure for OAuth. So what we'll do is we will see the configuration, how to integrate Azure AD with Mist Access Assurance for OAuth 2.0 in separate video. In today's video, assume that it is integrated. So what we will do is we will create a successful flow first. I will create one group in Azure. So we will cover Azure detail in some other videos. So you can log into portal.azure.com and go to Active Directory. Under Active Directory, we have to go to users. In users, let's create a new user. I'm giving a name, Mist Test. You display name, Mist Test. I'm generating my own password. So wait for a minute. Yeah, we have to create one group which we are going to leverage during TLS authentication. So going to the groups, I have already created one group. So the process is same. You have to go to new group and you can create a group. Now what I'm going to do is currently I only have 2 users here. So let's see the members. So this Mist test user is not a member of this group. So let me add it. Wait for 30 seconds. Yeah. So now this Mist test user is a member of this group. Now we are going to leverage this group in our auth policies in Mist Access Assurance. Let's go to auth policies and now let's create a policy. If TLS authentication we want to test, and we are going to test the group membership. I have already created a directory attribute for this flow. I will show you how I have created this one. So again, going to organization, going to auth policy labels. You can create all the auth policy labels here, right? So auth policy labels you can use for match criteria, and the same labels you can leverage to assign policies. So coming back to auth policy labels, if you see here, I have created one label. You can create add label from here. I've created one label like group membership as a directory attribute. You can leverage any other attributes also, like you can use certificate attribute. So under certificate attribute, you will find multiple labels like common name, subject name. So you can create rules on the basis of this as well. I am coming back to this directory attribute. So coming back to auth labels, group membership, the directory attribute I have selected a group, and the group name is Mist group. So during authentication, once the certificates are validated by Mist Access Assurance, then IDP will be engaged, and this group membership will be checked via IDP. And if IDP returns the group membership, we can create roles on top of it. We'll see in just few minutes. For now, we have created Mist group. Coming back to auth policies. So I've created Mist group, EAP TLS, wireless and wired. Now what I can do is, once the user is found in this group, I want to apply some policies to that user. So what I can do is, I can again create labels. I already created one. Let me show you that one. So you can again go to auth policy labels. I have created one BYOD user role. So this BYOD user role, label type is a AAA attribute, and the label value I have given as a role, right? Because what I'm going to do is, whenever the user is found in Mist group, I'm going to assign a BYOD role. And this BYOD role, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leverage this BYOD role under WLAN templates once the user is onboarded. So you just have to go to WLAN templates, and if you see here, AAA attribute group BYOD, I'm leveraging. What I'm doing is, whenever the user is getting authenticated via TLS and through an IDP, and if user is successfully authenticated, he should get a BYOD role. And under BYOD, I have created a policy that the user should not access YouTube and he can access everything else. So that is the policy which I have created. Now going back to our auth policies, our auth policies are ready, and I am calling my BYOD user role here and save. Now let's connect our client. We are set. Our client is connected. In the meantime, let me open my ID as well. Let's wait for client to reflect here. It takes around 15 to 30 seconds. Okay. So I can see my client is visible here. Now let's go to, first of all, you can see here that role we have received as a BYOD because we got successfully authenticated via missed access assurance, and IDP also got engaged for group membership, and the user was found in Active Directory. So let's see the logs. The next client certificate validation success. So client certificate is validated. Also, the server certificate is validated by the client, and if type is EAP TLS. Now it is saying client access allowed, and the auth rule hit. We will see the authentication rule which we have created. This is important here. So you see here, make IDP group lookup success. It is saying that the user is found in this IDP role missed group, and the IDP engaged. Once you click on that IDP, it will show this IDP has been engaged. And currently, as I have already integrated with single IDP for this domain name, I have selected this IDP as a default IDP. Now going back, the client, again the same messages for wireless. Client is connected, authorized, and is success. DNS, DHCP, everything is successful. So coming to this next client access allowed. See, the good part is you will get a lot of rich information about the client here, right? You will see all the certificate, serial number, common name, certificate issuer, everything. And on the basis of this also, you can create rules in your authentication policies. So there might be a scenario where you are having two CA servers, right, who are signing the client certificates. So you can create policies on basis of the certificate issuer, right? Just like what we have created for group membership under a directory attribute. You can create it for certificate attribute as well. So here you can see the auth rule which we hit is this one. Once you click it, it is saying that this rule got hit and the user was found in this missed group. We have already seen, and as a response, this BYOD user role has been assigned to the user. We can clearly see in the logs, user got a BYOD role, right? And this is my host name of my PC, and this is the username. I have just logged in. Now let me disable my wired network for a minute. I have disabled it. Now let's see if we are able to browse www.youtube.com. So you can see YouTube is not opening. Now let's open Facebook. Facebook is working. Gmail. So we can see Gmail is working. So we have engaged IDP. We have used EAP TLS, certificate-based authentication, assigned a role to a user, and applied the policies on top of that role. Apart from this role, so you can do a VLAN override, just like, let me show you. So multiple policies can be created. So for AAA attribute, just like role, you can have VLAN, username, GPP tag, all these things is possible. These WXLAN policies are very powerful tool in your WLANs. So I hope you like this video, and in next video, we'll see the failure scenario. And till then, bye. Have a nice day. Thank you.